Osun River Basin Development Authority is one of the 12 river basin development authorities established by the federal government of Nigeria. It is a parastatal under the Federal Ministry of Water Resources and was formally launched on July 4, 1977 at Aki Centenary Hall, Abuja, Ogun State, Nigeria, and commenced operations under the leadership of late Dr. Lee Konare, the Pioneer General Manager and Chief Executive Officer. Currently, this Basin Development Authority is headed by Olufemi Olayemi Odumusu as Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer. The authority's core mandates under the overall work plan of the Honorable Minister of Water Resources is the development and management of the water resources in its area of coverage for domestic, industrial, and agricultural purposes. This is with an objective to make life meaningful to the citizenry as well as ensure food sufficiency in the country. The Ogun-Osun River Basin Development Authority's areas of coverage include Ogun, Osun, Oyo, and Lagos states, all in the southwestern parts of Nigeria.
The mission of the authority is to develop and manage surface and groundwater resources within our area of coverage and provide access to safe and adequate water for domestic, industrial, flood control, and agricultural purposes, so as to enhance the quality of life of the people and promote the socio-economic development of the country. And when I say the people within our coverage areas of Ogun, Osun, Lagos, and Oyo states. We've also tried to focus on agricultural programs, in line with the diversification policy of the federal government, economic diversification policy of the federal government.
The authority has made tremendous achievements under the ministerial supervision of Engineer Suleiman Adamu, the Honorable Minister of Water Resources. Some of their achievements recorded include the continuous ensuring of food sufficiency through the development of irrigation projects, fish farming, and dry season farming, Fadama. It is significant to note that the authority rehabilitated the Itokin irrigation scheme in Lagos State in 2017 to precede an all-year-round agricultural activities in the community. Though the Itokin irrigation scheme was first developed in the year 1976 by Chinese experts, it was however later modified by the federal government to cover more irrigable land. The irrigation, which is by canal system with furrow irrigation method, covers 141 hectares, with water being pumped from River Aye to the main canal via an underground pipe conduit from where water flows by gravity to secondary canals. And subsequently, from here, the water flows to the field canals through the opening of the check gate.
Lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà tí a bá ń lo ẹ́ńjìn yẹn nínú wa máa ń dùn torí pé ó ti pẹ́ tá a ti rírú ẹ̀ àti ẹ̀ rírú ẹ̀ lórí ìgbàgàn àpá padà máa wà láti rírú ẹ̀ tó yẹ pé ara ní ọwọ́ ọ̀gádẹ́ pọ̀ mi. Ẹ́ńjìn tí ẹ kó fún wa ó ti ràn wá lọ́wọ́ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ṣe sọ so ó dẹ̀ jẹ́ ìtọ́ yẹ pé kò ń jí epo gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn tí à ń lò dẹ̀ ń kò dẹ̀ ń pariwo so adẹ dúpẹ́ pé ní ọdún yìí a ṣe àwọn iṣẹ́ wa bí ó ṣe yẹ ká ṣe.
Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Fàdámà Ogun Ọ̀ṣun àti Fàdámà torí pọ́ńpì máa ṣètò fún wa yẹn mi mọ tí mo lè tí bá ní kí n ṣàdúrà máa sọ nǹkan mi torí n tó ṣe fún wa bí òkòkòrò ṣe tiẹ̀ ò ṣùgbọ́n ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ pọ́ńpì máa ṣe
This flow system has helped in the production of rice, cassava, and watermelon annually under a public-private agreement by the authority with indigenous and corporate farmers. The authority have also adopted a new farming method using the greenhouse technology for crop production and presently in use in 4 of farm projects at the authority's headquarters in Abuja, Ogun State, Secretary and Ibadan area office in Oyo State, and Iwo in Ogun State. Each of these farm projects has 5 units of the greenhouse farm. Crops planted in them include tomatoes, cucumber, green pepper, and habanero pepper. The authority in 2017 also completed the Petu Ijesha mini water supply scheme, which was awarded in 2012. The project, which has since brought succor to the people of Ipetu Ijesha, has the full components of boreholes, sedimentation tank, pressure filter, 900 cubic meter pressured steel tank, and 225 cubic meter overhead tanks.
God help us through this water. We are getting enough water every day without any problem. In short, God has answered our prayer. We are very grateful and we appreciate even the government that remember us in this nature, especially in the area of water in the land.
The project, however, was handed over to the Osun State government in 2017. In the area of livestock farming, the authority's poultry sector expanded its operations from layers activities to include broilers and turkey production. Presently, the layers section has the combination of the authority's birds and the Graduate Youth Empowerment Program birds, numbering 2,231 layers and 300 points of lay birds respectively. The broiler section has a total number of 200 birds, while the turkey unit of the authority has about 10 exotic breeds of turkey. All in all, an approximate number of over 26,700 birds have been raised since 2016, while over 140,521 birds are in custody. The authority piggery section has quite a sizable number of pigs, which include the piglets, weaners, growers, gilt sows, and boars. The feed for the pigs are usually sourced locally in order to encourage local producers and boost the Nigerian economy. At the fishery section, the authority has constructed 40 earthen ponds, 10 each at headquarters, Ibadan, Secretary and Ede. There is a fish hatchery at the headquarters office. In addition, the authority carries out fish catch and cropping of fish at some of its dams, notably Oyan Dam, Ofiki Dam, Lekonare Dam, Secretary and Ikere George Dams. The earthen ponds are for the production of table and smoke-sized catfish, while the fish hatchery is for the production of fingerlings and juvenile. The authority has produced 17.1 tons of fishes from 2015 till date. 11.5 tons was produced as captured fishes from its dams, while 5.4 tons were from aquaculture activities. Under its irrigation scheme, the authority awarded and completed the 20 hectares center pivot irrigation system at Mokoloki in Owode local government area of Ogun State to boost all year-round farming for both the local and corporate farmers at the projects. Consequently, the scheme has created employment opportunities and wealth for farmers and increased food supply to the markets. Most of the farmers are full of gratitude to the federal governments of Nigeria for bringing them out of poverty through the scheme.
They did it in a meaningful manner, that there is no sentimentality, there is no partiality, and what they did was to allow people from different CDAs to come and go, and which are also vulnerable. So honestly, I have to appreciate the Osun Basin Authority for the job.
Of recent, the federal government also awarded the contract for the redesigning and connection to the national grid of the middle and lower Ogun irrigation projects to make them economically viable. This has created the availability of more hectares of farmland to farmers, as well as creating more job opportunities. It is instructive to note that works are still ongoing on other irrigation schemes by the river basin. Flood and erosion control is another notable function being undertaken by the Ogun Ocean River Basin Development Authority. The authority has intervened in the ecological problem of over 20 communities in its area of coverage of Ogun, Osun, Oyo, and Lagos states since 2017. 5 of the communities, such as Aitoro, Ipetumodu, Ejigbo, Igbedore, and 3 others are from Osun State, while 3 are constructed in Oyo State. They are Ayeri Reti Farm, Settlement Area Road, Wofun Olodo, Ibadan, and Rehabilitation of Farm Access Road at Shaki and Igboho. In Lagos State, the authority executed the flood and erosion control work at Olowo Ira and Iraye in Egbe. A total of 7 flood and erosion control and rehabilitation of farm access roads were executed between 2017 and 2019. Procurement and distribution of agricultural implements. Remarkably of note is that in a bid to ensure that the authority provides its projects with necessary farm implements to support all year-round farming, it procured and distributed 5 tractors and various implements such as planter, harrow, disc, reacher, and complete plow to support agricultural activities in many projects. They include the Abuja Farm Project, Middle Ogun Irrigation Project, Okeodan Irrigation Project, Secretary Irrigation Project, Iwo Farm Project, Itokin Irrigation Project, and the Headquarters Farm Projects. In the year 2018, 306 youths and women drawn from across the 3 senatorial districts of Ogun State were trained and empowered in different theoretical skills in confectionaries, crop farming, fishing, fish smoking, and soap making. The skill acquisition program was in 5 batches lasting a 3-day period. Thereafter, participants were empowered with working tools and 50,000 naira start-off capital to enable them establish their own businesses.
We learned a lot of things which we didn't even know when we were in school. We have come to realize that agriculture is far beyond what we are taught in class. We now have the practical aspect of agriculture, which will be useful for us on the field. So, on this note, we want to appreciate the management of the Osun River Basin Authority and the federal government of Nigeria for this great opportunity granted unto us.
And we thank God that today we have gained a lot, because in the school we normally say the theoretical aspects of farming is only in the classroom that they used to teach us. But here we have the practical training, like planting by ourselves, spraying by ourselves, driving the tractor, and we are highlighting.
Ogun, they have made me to become somebody, not just somebody, but VIP, a very important person. Celeb, pretty celeb.
I believe it's great impact and knowledge, make a great impact to my community, society, and to the country, and as well as also to make impact to my life too.
In the year 2019, 89 youths and women were trained and equipped in the skill acquisition on entrepreneurial development and empowerment program in Shiroro, Rafi, and Munya federal constituencies of Niger State. In the year 2020, the authority also trained youths and market women across Ogun and Lagos states in a program tagged Skill Acquisition and Empowerment on Agri-Business Improvement for Youths and Market Women, with a total number of 744 beneficiaries. Graduate Youth Empowerment Program. Empowerment programs for youths, graduates, market women, and many others, with an approximately number of 1,200 beneficiaries between the years 2017 and 2020. For the Graduate Youth Empowerment Program, a number of graduates have been trained in various farming and agricultural activities between the year 2016 and 2020. The graduate training is still an ongoing project, with many graduate beneficiaries being empowered as skilled agripreneurs after a one-year hands-on training.
On behalf of Ogunsho River Basin Development, I have the honor to deliver these goods or tools, equipment to you for the purpose of enhancing and empowering people in this scheme of guiding the glory of God. This is done on behalf of the federal government of Nigeria. On behalf of the National River Basin, I present to you this chairman.
The authority has also trained and empowered 35 graduates under its Graduate Youth Empowerment Program of the Federal Ministry of Water Resources. The Graduate Youth Empowerment Program framework provided for the engagement of carefully selected participants who were trained in various agricultural activities such as crop farming, aquaculture, poultry, food processing and other sustainable agricultural activities and businesses. 3 cycles of the program have been held so far, with each cycle lasting for 12 months of 2 batches of 6 months each. At the end of the program, beneficiaries received working tools and a seed capital of 200,000 per participant, including access to the authority's agricultural facilities. Public-private partnership initiative. One of the most outstanding areas of achievements of the authority is the resuscitation of many hitherto abandoned or dilapidated facilities through public partnership (PPP) initiative. The authority has recorded quite a number of successes in the area of cage fish farming. Presently, the authority has 7 corporate international fish companies at its 3 large dams under this initiative. All these fish companies operate cage fish farming on the reservoir of the dams. These companies combined have produced more than 935 tons of tilapia and catfish annually, thereby boosting protein supply in the southwestern parts of Nigeria, as well as creating employment opportunities in the areas of fish cage construction, fish farming, training of youth fish farmers. The authority has become a trailblazer in this regard, as attested to by the Honorable Minister of Water Resources, Engineer Suleiman Hussaini Adamu, Fellow, Nigerian Society of Engineers, Fellow, Academy of Engineering, during his official visit to Oyan Dam, where he warmly commended the authority for initiating such partnership, and he encouraged other river basins to emulate Ogun-Osun River Basin Development Authority.
Some of our dams, like Oyan Dam in Abuja and the one in a lot of aquaculture and fishery activities going on. The one in Oyan Dam, I made to understand that some of the companies are even exporting tilapia, and that's why it's also already a source of foreign exchange. So if we harness this properly, and we get a lot, if we are able to get private sector investors, especially in the aquaculture side, I think there's a lot going for us, and we've been advocating for this. We're inviting companies or entrepreneurs that want to do cage fish farming. We have these dams available. They can come and invest.
In the area of rice farming and production, The authority is also into partnership with Okun Rice Industry and Southwest Farm Nigeria Limited at its Itokin Irrigation Project in Lagos State. The initiative has led to the rehabilitation of many rice processing facilities hitherto abandoned to lack of funds, and has also provided gainful employment for hundreds of youths. Presently, this project is producing about 240 tons of rice annually, thereby helping to reducing the importation of rice into the country. In the area of crop farming also, the authority has gone into partnership with the Southwest Farms Nigeria Limited for the production of vegetable fruits and crops such as watermelon, cucumber, habanero pepper, green pepper, and so on in large quantities at the Oyan River Dam. The initiative has also generated employment for people in the communities around the dam area. Ending open defecation in the catchment areas of Ogun Ocean River Basin Development Authority. In response to the directive of the Honorable Minister of Water Resources to all agencies under the ministry to ensure the eradication of open defecation in Nigeria through provision of accessible, clean and gender-friendly toilets within their premises, the Ogun Ocean River Basin Development Authority renovated 33 toilets and 2 bathrooms within 60 days of the directive for staff and visitors' use. Installation of hydrometeorological observation stations. Towards adequate and reliable data collection on weather and water resources for engineering design and construction, flood control, climate change mitigation, water resources management, agricultural purposes, amongst many other of its corporate functions, the Ogun Ocean River Basin Development Authority has carried out various hydrometeorological-based projects activities within its catchment states of coverage from 2017 till date. Some of these projects include the installation of automated weather stations at the Ogun Ocean River Basin Development Area Office, Oshogbo and Iwo Farm project, the installation of automatic water level recorders at Oyan Rivers at Ilajaile, Ocean River at Ede, Ocean River at Oshogbo, and Owena River at Ladin, the installation of step gauges at Ocean River at Oshogbo, Ocean River at Ede, and Owena River at Ladin, the production of hydrological yearbook compilation of data and hydrometeorological activities at various stations, and production of hydrological drainage map covering Ogun, Yewa, Ona, Oshun, and Shasha River basins. So many more projects are still under consideration and will be unveiled soon. The current management, no doubt, is leaving no stone unturned in delivering on its mandate.